Hey everyone, and welcome to my quick thoughts on the March 8th, 2018 Nintendo Direct video. Now I'm going to start this off with the big stuff. That's right, the things everyone's getting hype over. Super Smash Bros. Switch with the Inklings introduced into the roster, and Splatoon 2's 3.0 update, followed up by the Mario and Tennis Aces announcements. I'll cover the rest of the announcements after the big boys, so don't worry, I'll get to all that in a minute. There's a few things you might not dream would ever hit Nintendo's platforms hidden in there. First off, we've got this Super Smash Bros. Switch reveal. At the end of their direct, they showed off two Inklings fighting and the screen going dark to reveal a flaming Smash Bros. Logo, massively hinting or revealing the Inklings will be coming to Super Smash Bros. In 2018. Not just to Smash 4, but to Smash 4 on the Switch. They still have a working title, but it's now safe to say Smash is gonna get splashed with a little color later this year. Splatoon 2 announced a 3.0 update. I'm always glad to hear more about Splatoon 2. I've been very invested since the original Splatoon 1. It has a great theme. Update 3.0 has 100 pieces of new gear, 3 new maps, and Rank X for you hardcore Inklings wanting to push your limits past S+. They also showed off Agent 8 walking through an occupied subway station. The OctoExpansion introduces playable character Octolings to online play after clearing the challenges with Agent 8. This will be the first pay-for DLC for Splatoon 2 after tons of free content updates. In the year of the Octoling, 2018 as they're calling it, pre-purchase this expansion for $19.99 US or your regional equivalent. This will be ready for summer 2018, so get hyped for it. We then move on to Mario Tennis Aces. I've always loved Mario sports games, so I'm hoping this game provides that classic N64 Mario Tennis experience. The game looks great with new abilities like zone shots to help increase your accuracy. There's also racket damage, and if you lose your rackets, you're out. So you kind of have lives in this? It's really weird. I'm interested to see how this plays out, but am not a fan of weapon durability if you've been paying attention to the channel for a while. There is a counter to the zone shot with the zone speed to help you counter those zone shots a little more easily by slowing down time for you and giving you a speed boost. So perhaps it's not as bad as I'm thinking it's going to be. Trick shots also seem like a ramped up version of dives from previous editions to help gain ground quickly. There is always that downshot of dives, either missing or going too far or being ill-timed, so those still stick around with the trick shots. Special shots hopefully have special properties like in previous games. They didn't really show that off too much, but the old power shots or special shots used to alter the flight path or speed of the ball. So if all that isn't sounding good to you, they have basic games with no special properties. So no zone shots, no special shots, just hit the ball with the racket with your Mario characters. Also, special characters and outfits for participating in online modes, just like in their Mario Golf World Tour 3DS game. There's also a playable Chain Chomp I saw in the trailer. I am super hyped for being able to play as a Chain Chomp. This is scheduled for a June 22nd, 2018 release. There's also a pre-launch online tournament, so keep up with Nintendo for more information on that if you're interested. After those 3 big boys, I'm not going in order, but the next things that caught my interest were South Park, The Fractured But Whole, and all its DLC are coming to the Switch. I'm a little sore I didn't wait on this game a bit longer because I bought it for my PS4, but I'm absolutely astounded this is coming to the Switch with all of its DLC on April 24th, 2018. If you haven't already played this game, consider snagging it on the Switch when it releases. I guarantee you will not be disappointed with it. There's also farts. Another huge reveal was that Crash Bandicoot is making his way to the Switch with the Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. All I have to say is, Nintendo wins. I was taken aback when they announced the Sony giant Crash Bandicoot was coming to the Switch. He's the perfect mascot for it, really, if you think about it. Colorful and full of attitude seems to be Nintendo's theme for the Switch this year. This is coming out July 10th, 2018. Also, you've been seeing some coverage of the demo for Kirby Star Allies. Well, you can pick up the demo right now on your Switch console, or wait until March 16th for when it fully releases. But this is a brand new and fresh-looking Kirby game with some more 4-player co-op action. It's the good old Kirby gameplay you've come to know and love. If you've got friends, this is a great-looking couch co-op game. It also has a free update coming along on March 28th. So, if you're interested in this game, keep your eye on that, and only a few weeks after you purchase it, you'll get some free content thrown at you, no extra charge. Luigi's Mansion 3DS Remake. I wish it was on the Switch, I really do, because it's a better portable handheld. But I'm super glad Luigi's Mansion is getting some more love. I remember back in the day I was the only one showing it any love because it wasn't a GameCube Mario launch title. I loved Luigi, so I was super hyped, but everybody else in school that I knew was all like, why isn't it Mario? And I was all super into that. We also have some footage for WarioWare Gold. This is a classic WarioWare fun with gyro controls and touchscreen input that should lead to a lot of fun if you're a fan of Wario and his friends. If you've played the WarioWare games, you know what you're getting into, you know you're going to have a good time. And if you haven't played the WarioWare games, just know that they're basically a collection of a bunch of different kooky mini-games that you have to play and clear in under a few seconds. So it's like a rapid-fire mini-game collaboration all in one every time you pick up the game. They also have some party modes thrown in there sometimes, but keep an eye out for that August 3rd, 2018. The ARMS update is that they're holding a tournament on March 8th to the 18th, and finals will happen on the 31st of March, and you can win some fabulous prizes for entering and competing in the finals. They're also offering a 3-day test trial on March 31st when the finals are going to be taking place. So if that's your thing, head over to Nintendo and get all the details on how to participate in that upcoming tournament. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. This game is coming from the Wii U to the Switch on May 18th of this year. Now, if you've played the Wii U version, you know it had some frame issues, and the multiplayer wasn't really all that great because the system couldn't handle being played on the gamepad and on the TV at the same time. So I'm looking at Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition being the Definitive Edition. That's why it's called the Definitive Edition. It's the one you want to buy. It will probably run the smoothest and look the best. It'll probably also come with all that sweet Amiibo DLC content you can get your hands on, so definitely keep your eye on that if you're interested. They also hinted at the My Nintendo Gold points. Now, they said to go to their website to get all the details, but I'm going to fill you guys in right here on what that's about. It's kind of trash. It really doesn't reward you at all. 1 gold point is 1 US cent. So 300 points is only $3 off of your purchase if you want to use them. And you only get 1% of your purchase value in gold points on your physical purchases. But you get 5% of that value on your digital purchases, so they're really trying to push hard to get you to go digital. So if you're wondering what that was about, that's what it's all about. I don't care about it too much, so I'm going to tell you, you probably shouldn't worry about it all that much unless you are absolutely buying everything the Switch has to offer, in which case, I guess you're getting a little money back, hopefully a bit more than 1%, but that's that for you for the My Nintendo Gold points. They're also bringing Okami HD over to the Switch, finally coming to the Switch! I feel this will make a great addition to the Switch's library due to the Switch's motion and touchscreen capabilities. They've announced it for coming this summer, but it's already out on other platforms, PC and PS4, maybe even Xbox One. I'm not sure about Xbox One, but if you're really hyped for this and you haven't got it yet, maybe hold out? Maybe hold out to get that Switch edition? Who knows? I mean, if you want to use the motion controls or the touchscreen controls for drawing the art on screen, then you're definitely going to want it on Switch. But if you don't care about that, go ahead, pick it up on PC or PS4, available now. But the Switch version, like I said, available this summer. They didn't announce a date for it yet. Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, one of the best entries in the Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga series, and I'm so glad that the Mario & Luigi series is getting more love. I grew up on these RPGs and they never disappoint, especially Bowser's Inside Story. Bowser is a playable character in this version, so if you love the Big Bow like I do, you want to pick this up. This has a 2019 release date though. I believe it's a 3DS or it's a Nintendo DS game, and it can be a little pricey on the used market right now. So if it's not really in your price range for used on the DS, go ahead and wait for this 3DS remake. Guarantee you'll love it. We also have Detective Pikachu, an odd little game that a lot of people didn't even really see coming, but you solve mysteries while combining the Pokemon universe. So you're probably going to have some weird Pokemon-themed solving stuff with maybe some Psychic Pokemon or Fire Pokemon. Who knows? I didn't really see much in the gameplay, but Pikachu also has a Detective Pikachu amiibo releasing with the game. Detective Pikachu hits stores March 23rd, 2018. Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido? What was this game? Apparently it's a world where sushi is forbidden and you need to fight to bring it back? I mean, I'm in! I mean, it has a colorful style and interesting idea. It also has a multiplayer. It's also coming to the Switch and 3DS 2 on June 8th, 2018. So if you like quick-paced puzzle gameplay and sushi, you're going to want to keep your eye out for this game. For sure. 100%. I might even be picking this one up myself. There was also a little tidbit about Octopath Traveler. Now, I know nothing of this game. I haven't heard of it before. This was the first time hearing of it. But they introduced some more main characters to this game. Tressa, one, who can buy items from the townspeople when she meets them, and Alphen, who can get more info from villagers. They also hinted at the multi-class system, expanding strategy and function to their combat ability in the game. Now, their special edition comes with a pop-up book, a CD, and a replica coin from the game. I thought that pop-up book was insanely cute. It was awesome. It was super creative, and if you're into collecting special editions, you'll definitely want to get this one. You may even have to snag two if you're some people who like to open stuff and some people who like to keep stuff sealed. I never understood keeping stuff sealed. I mean, it literally has no value to you now. It's just a box with stuff in it. I mean, the stuff inside could be broken. You don't even know that. But this hits stores on July 13th, 2018. Of course, something people have been hyped up ever since they heard of it, but Dark Souls is now coming on Switch. I mean, it's Dark Souls, but on Switch. What do you want? I mean, it's prepare to die anywhere you want, anywhere you can be. Prepare to die on the toilet, like Elvis. Prepare to die on the plane. Prepare to die in the comfort of your bed. Who knows? Anywhere you can imagine dying, that's where you're gonna die, thanks to Dark Souls on the Switch. You can also buy a Solaire of Astora amiibo with the game on May 25th. Now, the amiibo doesn't come with the game, but you can purchase it alongside the game as well. That will give you the ability to do the Praise the Sun emote, and possibly maybe even give you other functions in other games later down the road. The cute little backpacking toad, Captain Toad, for the Switch. A fun puzzle game with additional content in this version. So if you have the Wii U version, you're gonna get a benefit for buying the Switch version. If you didn't play it on Wii U, now is definitely the best time to pick it up. They also have a 3DS version coming out with it as well. July 13th, 2018 is your date to snag Captain Toad for the Switch, if you haven't already. And something people are going to lose their absolute minds over, UnderTale on the Switch. I'm not a big fan of UnderTale, couldn't get into it, but it's super nice to see so many different titles coming to this system. Its release date is scheduled for, eventually, whenever Sans gets around to throwing more ketchup on the Switch, I guess. Fart jokes. And finally, we have Little Nightmares Complete Edition. Now, this is another game that I haven't played on the other platforms, but have heard of it many times here on YouTube and on other people's streams. This is going on my Swish list. That's what I call my Switch wish list. There's also amiibo support if you have the Pac-Man amiibo. You'll get like a cute little Pac-Man raincoat looking thing. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic looking. And I'm super, super stoked. All these indie games are coming to the Switch. You can pick this up May 18th, 2018, if this creepy aesthetic game is up your alley. That will be all for this quick recap of the good stuff of Nintendo's March 8th, 2018 Direct announcements. Now, don't forget to let me know what you guys are hyped for in the comments below, and if you liked me covering these announcement events, hit the like button so I know y'all are enjoying it. Take care, everybody.